Alright, friends, today we're going to talk about measure area by counting unit squares. Sorry, I'm going to do that. And so our I can statement is I can describe area by counting the squares given. So let's look at number 1. Remember yesterday we talked about what a unit square is. And we talked about what the square inch is. That's just the label. That just tells us how many, we have our number. What does that number mean? What is that number representing? So let's look at number 1. Mila thinks she needs 6 1-inch square tiles to cover the rectangle below. Greg thinks he needs 10 1-inch square tiles to cover the same rectangle. Draw to show how the tiles might look. So before we draw, I want to show you. I have some 1-inch tiles, and I'll show you they are 1 inch. Exactly. Okay? So Mila thinks we need 6. So let's look. Let's add 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry, it's slow. 6. All right, so she thinks we need 6. I'm going to draw a line here so I know. Okay. So there are my 6 tiles. Greg thinks he needs 10 to cover the same rectangle. So we have 6. Let's add 7, 8, 9, 10. Whose statement makes sense? So neither one of them exactly cover up. So I'll shade Mila's. Four, 5, 6. And then I have Greg's, or just all of them. So whose would make the most sense to cover up the rectangle? I think Greg's. I think Mila's doesn't have enough. I would rather have too many than not enough. So Greg's. Because he covers up the rectangle. How many 1-inch square tiles would you use to cover the rectangle? How do you know? So we already drew it. That's the beauty of drawing. We already have it. We just have to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And how do we know that? Square tiles. We know that because we drew them to fit. We drew exactly 8 1-inch square tiles. So let's look at Step It Out. This is on page 41. So Les is measuring the area of this figure using unit squares. Each unit square is 1 inch. What is the area of this figure? So what we're going to do is we're going to count the squares. We're going to write our number as we go, just like we've done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, that's what A says to do. How many unit squares are in the figure? 6. Remember, you always have to put your label, unit squares. What unit of measurement did Les use? Let's look back. A unit of measurement is what size, basically. What size did we use? We used a square inch. So our answer is inch. An inch is the length of the size right here. We have different lengths. We have an inch right here, a centimeter, which is like that right here. That would be like a centimeter. And then we have a foot, which is, look at the size of your parent's foot, and that's about a foot. Yours are probably too tiny at this point. So what unit of measurement? Square inch. And what is the area of the figure? So we said there were 6, so we're just going to add these two together. 6 square inches. All right. Let's look down here. UDOT draws this figure. Count to find the area of the figure. Each unit square is 1 square foot. So let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14. I want you to do number 2 right here. So go ahead and do number 2 just like we did right here, and you can count in any order. So let's look at the on your own. So you're going to do all of these, number 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and you're basically going to do like what we did on the last page. So Caddy says that if there are gaps between the unit squares when you measure the area figure, the measurement will not be accurate. I want to know what your thinking is on this, and I'm going to put up a Google Doc for you to answer this one. I'm going to write Google Doc, and you can answer that one there. Just make sure you answer it there. If you want to put it in your book, that's fine. I just want to see what your thinking is. All right, I will see you in just a little bit for small group, my V3 kids, my self-paced. If you have any questions, let me know. You can always shoot me an email or let me know through Dojo. Bye, guys.